What's up, Naughty Nation? Today I'm gonna show you one of my favorite effects. Let's go to the beach.
The Naughty Artisan.
All right, we're back. We've had this board drying been about an hour now. We've got it nice and dry, our base coat. I mixed up some clear resin and I mixed up some white that we're gonna be using on our waves. So first of all, what I wanna do is I wanna lock in where my beach is. So you see this portion right here? I'm gonna take a little clear and I'm gonna create the outer edge where I want my beach to end. So this part here will be clear. This part here will put mica effects in the wave, so you'll see here in a second. So now I've done that, I'm just gonna take a little resin here and finish the clear part out on my beach. And the way I do that, I'm just gonna spread it with my finger lightly and bring it down just like that. So we'll spread this out on the beach and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, just like that, we've got our beach locked in now. What that does is prevent the color from really bleeding in. It has some resin to kind of push up and creates a barrier for our separation between where our water and our beach ends. That said, I've got 3 different colors of mica here. I've got a sky blue mica that I've got, a deep ocean blue, and then a dark ocean green. And I'm just gonna mix those up. I like to go lighter color blues, darker color blues into greens. I spend a lot of time in the ocean and diving and those kind of things. I've noticed when I fly in, that's the coloration I tend to see. So I imagine when I'm looking down on a beach that this is the view that I'm getting as if I'm flying over aerial. So now I've done that, the bulk of my color is gonna be a dark blue. So I'm gonna fill that up first. And then the second amount is gonna be this light blue. And then I just want a little bit of this green just as we get to the back. So I'll put the least amount in there, just like that. Then I'll mix these colors up. All right, we've got the 3 colors mixed up. I'm gonna pour this out. One thing you wanna be careful is not to drip into your beach. We wanna kind of keep this clear so we can see through to that. So I'm gonna take my lighter blue first, and I'm just gonna work my way along this front edge here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and cross over. I'll leave that upside down. Then I'm gonna take the darker blue. I'm gonna kind of overlap a little bit so that we have some nice blending. Just like that. Set that down. And then I'll take the green and I'll just put this right at the back. Just like that. We'll put a little bit of this in there. All right. Now that I've got this spread out onto my board or my canvas, I'm going to use my finger and I'm just going to lightly bring everything together. And it's going to give you like this cool watery effect too as you watch it spread out, and I like that. So just like that, being careful not to get it into my clear beach there. So as you can see, I'm kind of bringing the green up into the blue so we have a nice subtle change rather than just a stark one. And then the green back here is going to do its own thing. Very similar, just like that. Now that I've got my watercolors, go ahead. I'm going to grab my white, make sure it's mixed up really well. This is my white super gloss. I'm gonna come right along where I want my beach first. I'm gonna come just on the inside of the color, but just the top of where I poured that resin, because I'm gonna want that to go right over the color that we do. Doing a pretty healthy pour right there because I want a real nice wave pattern that way. So you see I got that out. Gonna grab my trusty heat gun, my favorite, and I'm gonna put it on a 2, which is gonna blow kind of hard. I'm gonna keep a steep angle here. It's gonna warm the resin at first, and then you'll see it push out into the waves as well. So here we go. All right, I like the way that's looking right there. If you notice here, the thinner I push it out over the top of the micas, you get some more of that selling. I really like the effects that come with the super gloss when I roll it over everything. Got some crashing waves. Also, another little thing you can do if you want to have some fun, is just get a little drizzle on your stick right here. We're just gonna go across real fast right there on the back, and we're gonna blow that out like we have a little breaker out at sea. I'm gonna push down on it just to loosen it up, and then I'm gonna blow it out. So we have this wavy effect that comes through here. And I can push it around with my heat gun and not harm the resin and do whatever I want. So I've got like a nice little breaker out there, and that's how you do that. Check that out. These waves are just setting up amazing. I've got my beach here. So that's the last step on this. We're gonna let it set up for like 2 minutes, and then we're gonna give it a quick pass with the heat gun, clear it out like glass, and let it set till tomorrow for the final step. All right, now that it's sat for a couple minutes, we're gonna give it a quick pass. One pass with glass of super gloss. Watch this. And that's it for today. That's the final step before we put our next step on tomorrow. All right, that's it for today. That's all it takes. Look at this beautiful ocean we've got. Try it out yourself. Drop a link in the comments below. Let us know how it worked out for you, and anything else that you'd like to see in the future, I'd love to show you.
The Naughty Artisan. The Naughty Artisan.